Welcome back to the top news channel RF Update. If you find my video useful, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Where's the money? Sturgeon bribes the Belgian port to get ready for a new boom. Time to prepare, says Sturgeon as Belgian ports get ready for an independent Scotland. Prepare for the prospect of Scotland's independence, says a leading Belgian politician, who adds that a direct commercial connection with Scotland would be an enormous opportunity. According to some readers, the SNP are nothing more than an EU cheerleader and anti-English grievance warriors who hate the English with a passion. The Glasgow Mansion House speech said everything you need to know. Otherwise, only 20 to 30% of Scottish exports leave UK. Some 70% remain in England, Wales and NI. Should start thinking about the 70% that would very seriously damage their economy. Many others say, I work in the Highlands, I am English and yes they hate us. Scotland is falling further behind the rest of the UK, it is riddled with poverty, obesity is off the scale. They whinge every day, greedy, dreamy and sly, the majority vote SNP. They only want Westminster money, they really do not even want tourism from the English in this area. I have changed my opinion totally, please Scotland vote for independence, ungrateful drain on the rest of the UK. Let the EU fund your crumbling infrastructure and the hugely expensive yet offered economy, let the Barnett formula days be a thing of the past for Westminster. The myth we are desperate to keep the Union at all costs is wishful thinking by the SNP brigade, give England the vote. As one source said, Scottish products that don't have to go via England may travel straight to Europe by boat, Mr. Jambon added, emphasising the fact that customs inspections would no longer be necessary after Brexit. He predicted an increase in commerce between Scotland and the EU as a consequence of the UK's exit from the Union. As the Flemish politician put it, this enormous opportunity that ports in his area should start planning for would be presented by the direct trade between the two nations. Many angry people said, getting way too far ahead of himself if he's preparing ahead of any Scottish independence, we voted to stay in the UK in 2014, nothing has changed our minds and if that woman down in Edinburgh manages to force a never-ending we will still vote to stay in the UK. Meanwhile, many analysts said, this how poor Scotland is under the SNP. In January 2020, the people who run food banks in Scotland released further food parcel distribution data from 91 independent food banks operating across 20 Scottish local authorities, finding that 278,258 emergency food parcels had been given out between April 2018 and September 2019. Combined with the Trussell Trust's figure of 318,214 for this time period, the total number of emergency food parcels distributed amounts to 596,472. Now there are only just over 5 million people living in Scotland, and that 596,472 will have been mostly handed out to 596,472 families. Most families will have 4 people living in the family, so you can see from those figures how many of the 5 million had to use the food banks in Scotland. Furthermore, you can discount around 38,000 elderly as they are living in the care homes and will be fed by the care homes. What an utter disgrace, the government who are the SNP can't even feed just 5 million people. Remember these figures when a certain woman wants Scottish votes or her followers like a certain Sir WW tries to tell you Scotland is rich under the SNP.